My first question is just, some changes going to be made, moving Gabe back over to defensive end, Corey inside as a linebacker a little bit. Just kind of, and I know you haven't been out to practice this stuff yet, but what are just some of your initial thoughts on some of these changes?
I think it's the best thing for our defense. I wouldn't say I had my, skeptics about like defensive head. I just think where we're going, like you said, moving Gabe down to outside. We're gonna have both our ends, myself and Gabe, outside. We're not gonna be, playing inside like in his tackle and getting double teamed as much, two gapping, which is better for us, at least for myself, with my speed on the outside, as well as for Gabe. We're both, I wouldn't say undersized DNs, but we're not the biggest of DNs. So getting us on the edges and using our speed is going to, I think, work well, as well as moving Corey back to inside. I think that fits him a little bit better, even though he had quite a bit of production at the defensive end spot, which I think that's something we're going to, look into, maybe bringing him down and blitzing him off the edge a little bit too. Like you said, we haven't seen anything out of practice yet, but not too much is going to change. But with the small changes that we are making, I think it's gonna benefit us and it's gonna help us out.
Right. I guess, Josh, you never like to lose any game, but what's the mood with this team right now after pretty demoralizing loss, I would imagine. We saw how the guys were after the game. No one likes that. What is this mood with this team right now in your mind?
Right now I think it's just kind of, I wouldn't say we're down. Obviously it was a tough loss. Any loss is tough, but losing like that to a team that, in our minds wasn't, that good by any means. They were good, a good team, don't get me wrong, but they shouldn't have blown us out like they did. I think there's a little bit of anger and a little bit, we're a little bit mad as a team, and I think we're just going to, use that just to get better this week. I've already seen it. We came in on Sunday, everybody's obviously mad and really didn't want to be here, or you think that everybody didn't want to be here, but everybody did. Everybody wanted to come in, wanted to watch film, get it corrected, but we need to get it corrected, and I think we did that from the Utah State game and just moved on to UNLV. Everybody's in here watching film. We had a great day in the weight room and on the field yesterday running, and everybody put forth everything that they had into the lifting, into the film watching, and I think we're going to continue to do that this week in practice. So I think it's going to work out for us.
UNLV, and I don't know if you've heard this, they're going to start a new quarterback this week, a junior college transfer. I don't know, had you heard that, and if so, your thoughts on it? I know you're not even in probably a lot of film mode yet, but any thoughts on facing a new quarterback, I guess?
Yeah, we've watched a little bit of film, so I guess I hadn't heard that yet. It doesn't really change, anything up front or on the defensive side of the ball. We're still going to, use our same game plan, whatever that's going to be. We haven't had that in yet, but our goals are still there as a defense. Stop the run, which we haven't done very well so far, but we're going to have to practice at that, and that's going to be a big emphasis this week, and then also getting pressure on this quarterback, whoever's going to play, and try and force him into bad throws and create turnovers.
It's homecoming week here. Whether it's been here, even back in high school, what are some homecoming memories, I guess, that you have as a football player just being around homecoming games?
Homecoming, yeah. Back in high school.
Were you a homecoming king in high school?
Yeah, I was.
Were you?
Yeah. Let's see. I think we played, my senior year, we played our crosstown rival, which was a big game. We had 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people there, so it was kind of a big game, and I think we actually shut them out and scored about 50 points on them, so that was probably my biggest homecoming memory. It just again, it's another game, another week to compete and go out. UNLV has kind of had their problems so far. They've beat a good Hawaii team. They've lost to a couple other teams. They're kind of in the same position. I put them as Utah State. Utah State lost a few close games. UNLV has the promise, and things haven't gotten their way so far, so they're going to be itching for a win. They're not going to come down, lay down for us just because it's our homecoming, and maybe we had a bad loss last week, so we got to come out and perform on Saturday.
All right, sounds good.